As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.
He would probably also say something along the lines of me being a complete bitch. And he would be right about that. I am a complete bitch.
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh, so you're not perfect. For a second there, I thought you were the second coming of Jesus.
So real.
Okay. All right. I mean, okay. Well, that's everybody's relationship status. So you have 2 kids, 2 different fathers. How old's your youngest?
5.
And that's from your current husband, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And you're married to him. You've been with him for 9 years.
Yes.
And that relationship is good.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. That's good.
So good.
Good to hear. All right.
What was I saying? Women have a particular innate capabilities that can make them very corrupt and manipulative. And I noticed with feminism, it really magnifies that because it actually calls it a civil rights movement in the West. And it's a fake civil rights movement in the West. But it really just ends up becoming a big government situation, which is what most civil rights movements in the West is all about. It's not really about your civil rights. It's not an inequality thing because we have equal rights. But I'm at the point now where I'm like, less rights for women, the better. Because it's actually becoming such a cancerous society. It's destroying family and tradition. And I'm very patriarchal. I appreciate the patriarchy.
What is he doing? He's beginning to believe.
That was a very base take. That will trigger most of the ladies at the table.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I want to hear it.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Before I let you come in.
Yeah.
You were making a face when she was talking about not liking feminism or whatever.
Give it to me.
A lot of you were actually grimacing, so I'll give you guys all a chance to state your disagreements, I guess.
Yeah, I'm a content creator that focuses on fashion and beauty content. I support women empowerment.
Here we go again.
All my audience is women, like 80% of my audience is women. I'm very much for women empowerment, like making sure women like feel like they should be able to be independent. They don't need a man. Like,
you sure about that?
They can have a successful job and career without relying on a man. A man should be able to support you and support your dreams and careers and aspirations without bringing you down. I don't think anybody technically needs a man to do any of that.
I do.
We need them. We really do.
You can want one, but I don't think a woman needs one. Like, I am financially independent, always have been since I was the age of 15.
We do not care.
I've always had a job, always knew how to work, knew how to pay my bills. Like, I never needed any support from anyone, including my family. Like, I didn't need that aspect. So without women's rights, like, are you saying that women shouldn't be able to be successful? Like, I want to be a successful woman. I want to be a girl boss. Like, I want to live my life the way I want to live it. I don't want it to rely on what a man wants me to do.
Do you want...
Every time she refers to men, she has to bring up money. We are more than that. Without men, you are incomplete. Mind, body, and soul.
Kids?
No, I
marriage
don't.
Or anything like that?
I want to be married, but I don't want kids because I'm just not a person that finds a need for... I just don't like children. I worked at an amusement park for a long time. I worked at a mall for a long time. Like, I
What's
just
the point
don't
of
like
getting
kids.
married if you're
To be
not gonna have
happy,
kids?
like, I just
Or,
want...
Right.
That is
marriage.
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 Literally,
Yeah.
the point of
partnership.
marriage is to have kids.
To be fair, you can.
I thought the
you
point
can
of marriage is to have a
kids.
life partner.
Yeah, it's
You
to
can
have
have
a partner.
kids outside of.
Some people are infertile.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think about
You
that?
can have kids outside of marriage. You can stay with somebody for your whole life without marriage. But okay, so you don't want kids though.
Yeah.
I just don't see the point. Like,
I
of
want to be
getting
happy
married.
with somebody. I want to have like a partner that supports me through
Yeah, you can stay
everything
with-
I do. I want to support them through everything that
You
they
don't-
do. At the
you
end
don't
of the
need
day,
marriage
we
for that.
build each other up. I personally want to have a wedding. Like, that is a fantasy of mine. Like,
It's
I
a
want to
fantasy.
get married. I want to have a wedding. Like,
see, you want to have the wedding. You want to have the marriage. Wait, how's that?
It's the
She only wants the wedding. She does not want to be a wife. I don't see any point of marrying a woman with this kind of mindset. It would be a waste of time.
It's the show of it. It's the fantasy of it.
The wedding.
It's not the actual unity
doesn't
or
wanna be a
union
wife.
of it. Right.
That's
Right.
not what
You
she
can
said.
still
though.
be
She
a wife
doesn't want
and
to be a
have kids.
mother.
Yeah,
No,
I
that's
want to be
exactly
a
what
wife,
she
but I
said.
don't want to be
Marriages have
a mother.
kids.
Not all men want
But you said the
kids.
wedding is the fantasy. What about the marriage specifically, absent your own desires? Like, what is the purpose of the marriage?
Like the supporting one another and having that bond.
But
You
you
can
said
have that
partner.
absent marriage.
But you said you don't need a man.
I don't need a man. I
So-
can support myself. Well,
She
on,
wants
like,
You
one.
can
She
want
doesn't
something and
need
not
one.
need
Yeah,
it.
exactly.
Like,
Like,
we
I
want
want
makeup,
new
but we don't
Gucci
need it.
shoes.
Yeah.
Imagine building your life with someone that says they don't need you. That foundation doesn't seem too sturdy, does it?
I don't need it, to be honest.
Sorry.
That's the difference. Like there's a want and then there's a
That's a
need.
dumb
I don't
analogy,
need a
but
man
you
to
get
be
it.
who I am. I can want a man and I do want a man, but I don't
Okay,
need
who else
one.
disagreed with her? Do you,
I
disagree?
did. I'm kind of on the same wavelength as her because it's like, I mean, I don't need a man, but I want one. Like I moved
Okay.
across the country like by myself and found a place within the 2 days. I didn't need a man to do that.
Okay,
Yeah.
really quick, I just saw your tattoo. Can you it's a heart and a Q? What is
It's like Queen of Hearts.
Oh, I thought it was like QAnon or some shit. Okay, that's cool.
No.
How does one become a queen? You already are.
Do you have disagreements with what she said?
Yeah, I particularly am, stuck on your claim that you think women should have less rights.
Yes.
What does that mean?
I don't think they should vote.
You don't think women should vote?
Not at all.
Women they make up a lot.
You also don't
Do you
think women
vote? I
should
don't necessarily believe that women should not vote.
I'm going to tell you my take on this. It's kind of simple for me. Because I'm going to sound like a hypocrite. I voted my first, twice.
Okay.
But I started getting into feminism and how it's really corrupted and how women in government really corrupt it. There's a corruption. I'm sorry. And in my view with voting, prior to women voting, landowners were voting. They had a stake in the game. But as soon as we gave women the right to vote, they have a proclivity to being commies. Because it's innate to their nature.
I understand, I think, the generalization that is making you make that claim, but I have seen the statistics, and I think perhaps the women that aren't voting in alignment to your values and morals are uneducated women and uneducated people in general.
You are really dumb, for real.
I think there should be perhaps a basis level, and I know that education is not accessible for everybody in our country, but for our government to function in the way that is going to be best for our society, I think that there should be a base level of education, because recently there's been a lot of uneducated people who have been voting, and those are the people who have been showing up and showing out. And I think that maybe those people don't align with your morals and values, not all.
So, we're all uneducated if we didn't vote the way you voted. Or maybe we all seen the country going down the wrong direction and the people wanted a change. The majority rules.
All women. I think that's kind of crazy, because there's a lot of dumb men who are voting, and just to take away educated women's ability to vote, I don't think that's fair.
We're overeducating ourselves in the West. It's actually an overeducation, and it's actually more simple. Sorry.
Does that not feel like almost regressive, though, that thought process? And I understand it's traditional.
No, you're fine. It is regressive in the right ways. I appreciate an imbalanced society where women are not at the helm. When a society is declining, we're putting women on the helm of that ship. And men really have to guide it into stability. Now, I'm not a fan of men who are kind of like feminists too. There's a lot of guys that are feminists, and they're also a liability to what I would like to see as a traditional, safe, and civil society. So it's not just women. A lot of guys are actually allowing this to unfold, and it's very problematic.
Did you know that guys actually allowed women the right to vote?
It's a mess.
Aren't they so nice?
Absolute mess.
Actually, no, most women really weren't like for all
We're
of
not
that.
even designed for it. It's actually a stressful world to get into politics, especially for women. It causes a lot of stress on women too. And it's like less stress, the better.
I know. I did not vote the first, I think like 1 or 2 times that I could. but I have. But like going back to like those years where I could have voted but did not, I didn't know what I was.
That's
like,
you though. I know.
That's a lot.
A lot of other women know.
As you stated earlier, if they implemented a test for you to be able to vote, majority of your women would not pass that test and would not qualify for upcoming elections. Careful what you wish for. It might just backfire on you.
Authority.
That is
Well, okay, sure. But do you not feel the minority of women who are educated and who do enjoy taking part of our democratic process should be able to vote? You don't think they should have that choice?
That
You
comes
really
into-
don't think so just
that
because they
com-
don't agree with you?
That comes into no, not even that. It comes into question if it's really a democratic process. It's an absolute disaster, the democratic process.
it becomes tribalism.
But tribalism is normal. It's innate to human nature to kind of become in our own tribe. But yeah, it's not really a democratic process. It's also why.
You had something also you wanted to touch on from a couple minutes ago.
Yeah.
About what she said.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. Okay. So I completely get what you're saying, and you need, I guess maybe because I come from a household where like my mom and my dad were high school sweethearts.
Good for them.
He unfortunately passed when I was younger, so my mom had raised me and my sisters and my brother and stuff. So like what makes the question I have for you is, do you think that after like my dad had died, do you think that my mom should have found another man? Because like in traditional sense, like that's
that was totally out of her control. She didn't walk away from him.
so
That was totally out of her control.
So if she would have walked away from him, it wouldn't have been okay for her to be a single mom. I'm just trying to understand.
Well, she made the choice, and now she has to suffer as a single mom.
Everyone suffers when the home is broken, especially the children.
But having a two-parent household makes a world of a difference raising children, especially young sons. They need their fathers, but girls need their fathers too.
I think being married is a huge
It makes
deal.
it huge. It's actually such a blessing to be married.
It's dangerous
I would-
to be in a cohabitation
But
situation.
single mother households can be dangerous too, because the women are so exhausted raising kids by themselves. They might even put children in a dangerous situation just for their comfort level, and that kind of thing is a liability.
You ain't lying.
To the children. A lot of convicts are actually products of single mothers. It's a fact.
Go for it.
An unpleasant fact.
For almost 21 years of my life, aside from, my mom, she has another baby. He's 7. I didn't have any really father figure, and she's an amazing real estate agent. Like, she is so successful. And I mean, like, she's been in a relationship with my stepfather. I mean, I could consider it my dad, but I didn't need any man in my life to be like, do like sports and all that. Like, just teach me things. I didn't need that.
Serious?
It's not.
I was with my mom every second, and there was all the times I didn't need her, but she was always working, and I was with her everywhere. She didn't leave me alone at home. My dad actually did that. So it can go both ways, but my mom was, to say like they turn into felons and all this stuff. My mom was the most successful woman ever.
It's not everybody.
And she still doesn't need the man that she's with, but she's with him because she loves him. But they're not married. They've been together for like 9 years. But like, I wouldn't say that, they turn into felons or convicts, and that's, a dangerous household. My father was actually more dangerous than.
A lot of women fall into the same mindset. Just because you went through it and came out relatively okay doesn't mean that somebody else didn't. You got to step out of your situation and acknowledge this one thing. It's not an ideal situation. Not at all.
It's just a reality.
It's also statistic that people with two parents household usually have like abuse in the home or like mommy or daddy issues.
That's not a high statistic.
It can also be possible. But just as it's statistically that like, just as it's statistically that like people with like single mothers are prone to like be felons or convicts, that's the same thing that people that come from a two-parent household.
No, of course it happens. And there's two-parent households that have, Jeffrey Dahmers. It happens.
Right.
But that's not the high statistic. The high statistic is,
This is just the other
it
side of the
actually
coin.
causes an identity crisis, especially for young men. They need their fathers to know who they are. women can't really teach guys how to be men.
So what about single fathers?
It's kind of rare. That's a more rare situation
That's not
because,
true.
well, guys are truly, what I understand is they're less likely to walk away from a relationship. They'll even suffer in the relationship to save it.
You think they're more likely than women to do that?
Yes.
Are there stats I can look at for that? And also,
It's a known fact by now. Women are the ones that are breaking up the homes, not the men. The higher educated she is, the higher of a chance of her divorcing you. It is what it is.
That's what I call a chain reaction.
Manifest my own destiny. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll, the perfect recipe. May they remember me, my words will live on. I'm guided by an energy, a flame, hold it close to you. Check out my melodies in the media that's been leading you. I'll show you a thing. Misdirection, what's the message? They don't want you to win.
As much as we all like to rip on men, this is time to take some accountability.